He said that, but do I know that I'm not supposed to come without the DOS approval? I said, I don't understand what you mean by DOS approval, because DOS, I never know them. They don't know me. None of them has called me to even ask me any question. So I am not representing DOS. I'm representing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his organization, which he is leading. That's the brief I had. So if the DOS who are under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if Nnamdi Kanu asked me that I should give me the numbers of those that he said that I should also reach out, if not, why? I will. But since he did not, I will not. The only thing is that if you come and say that you want to visit me, I will also, and just like every other person. So he started there talking, and I said, anyway, you are acting in ignorance, because since you are not a lawyer, you may not know how we operate. Because a lawyer, if you go against your client's instruction, that may lead to professional misconduct. You don't.
Hello, my people. Thanks for joining me in this video. It is quite a very disturbing trend of events coming from the recent revelation made by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, lead counsel, one of the lead counsel, Barrister Maxwell Opara, who accused DOS of orchestrating the sidelining of their leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that they have not shown some level of commitment towards his pursuit for justice. They are just paying mere lip services. Sadly, he have not been contacted as one of the lead counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by the DOS, who claim they are the one, of course, with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that whatever he's doing is based on his selfless commitment for the cause of justice, because he believes in the cause of justice, which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents, and the freedom for his people. He have not been receiving any dime as by way of payment for his legal services to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. But he was shocked on a visit to Europe how the DOS representative over there snubbed him, disregarded, of course, the appointment they eventually booked with him, citing why didn't he speak with the DOS before coming, which he said, I am not part of the DOS. He's working for the IPOB leader, which is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So they should have shown some level of commitment and, of course, appreciation for his selfless service to them, which I strongly agree with his position. Somebody who you have not been paying to do the service, and if really you appreciate the justice and freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you should have appreciated him, called him to find out what exactly is happening. He said you have not received any call from any of the DOS members since he joins the attorney or the counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and him himself as a person have not been placed on salary. He's not taking salary. So whatever he's doing based on his free will and conviction and belief in what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents, citing that these people are working to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or possibly usurp his leadership for the indigenous people of Biafra. Busy fighting for positions rather than focusing or concentrating in the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is quite a very disturbing development. Well, let me leave you with this to watch. We'll come back, of course, so that you can hear it from the horse's mouth.
So met me there in Paris. We discussed. I explained to them. They were even surprised. I narrated everything, ranging from the time Nnamdi Kanu was arrested in Zone 2, ranging from the time he was arraigned before Show what we passed through before Justice Netanyahu, what happened in how IPOB was prescribed by court, how we have been challenging it, how the matter was a Supreme Court, how Nnamdi Kanu was unlawfully adopted, what we are doing. I was able to explain to those who cares to know. While we are there, the people of Mbisen, just like I told you, invited me in Malaga, Spain. I also went there. I explained to them, both on individual capacity and as a group. Some other persons that I may not mention their names also called me. I explained to them. So then one person now called that he introduced himself as the coordinator of IPOB in Spain, that a land that I'm in Europe. I said yes. He said that okay, that he would like to see me. I said no problem. So he said that his members of IPOB there that would like to see me so that I can address them. I said no problem. We schedule on how to, just like every other person is coming. We are for everybody. So we schedule. The day he said that he'll come, I did not see him. He now called me that he may not make it, that he's going to send somebody. I said no problem. I did not see the person. Only for him to now say that I did not inform the DOS before coming. So he now asked me, I said, where am I? Am I still in Spain? I said, no, I'm now moving to Vienna, Austria. They're waiting for me there. He said that, but do I know that I'm not supposed to come without the DOS approval? I said, I don't understand what you mean by DOS approval, because DOS, I never know them. They don't know me. None of them has called me to even ask me any question. So, and I am not representing DOS. I'm representing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his organization, which he's leading. That's the brief I had. So, if the DOS who are under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if Nnamdi Kanu asked me that I should give me the numbers of those that he said that I should also reach out, if not, why? I will. But since he did not, I will not. The only thing is that if you come and say that you want to visit me, I will also address just like every other person. So he started there talking, and I said, anyway, you are acting in ignorance, because since you are not a lawyer, you may not know how we operate. Because a lawyer, if you go against your client's instruction, that may lead to professional misconduct. You don't go against your client's instruction. You must stick to your client's instruction. That is just it. So we finished in Spain. It was a fruitful awareness. We now moved to Vienna. So when we moved to Vienna, I met several sections, and the people were happy. Some people don't even know what was going on. Some people don't even know how that IPOB has been prescribed, and look at, we are challenging it in the Supreme Court. And some people, this understands the awareness. Some people don't even know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being tried with an unknown, with a repealed law, a law that is no longer in existence. Some people don't even know that Nnamdi Kanu is not supposed to be facing another trial, having been discharged by a court of appeal in that old law. Some people don't even know that Nnamdi Kanu's matter was not even investigated, because there was no investigation report tendered. Some people don't even know that Nnamdi Kanu, there was no statement, because in criminal trial has to do with arrest. When you arrest a suspect, you make a statement. After making a statement, you carry out an investigation, write your investigation report. It's the investigation report that the legal unit they use to prepare a charge. But this one, there was no statement, because the only statement they had, which they obtained from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu under duress, which they wanted to smuggle in during evidence, was rejected by the court. So in other words, there was no evidence. There was no investigation report. So it was just, as I'm saying, and the people who said that they investigated the matter, they don't even know what investigation is all about. So these are the issues that people needed to know. Now, some people don't even know what is no case submission. We're able to explain to them that no case submission is When the prosecution opened his case and they closed his case, and the defense now feel that the defendants now Nnamdi Kanu in this question feel that these people did not establish any case for me to defend. There is nothing for me to defend. You now raise what we call no case submission, telling my lord that these people have not established any case. I don't know what I'm going to defend. There is nothing for me to defend. That is no case submission. These people have no case against me. Their case is there has no evidence. They don't have anything. When the court now look at it and discover that there was no prima facie case against the defendant, the court that will end the matter. The court will discharge the defendant. That's Nnamdi Kanu. But if the court now look at that these people evidence that there is a prima facie case against, the court will now order the defendant to enter defense. That is what we are doing. That is the awareness. And we are also let people know, just like as I told you, how Nnamdi Kanu was brought to court from Kenya, adopted in Kenya, unlawfully. How he was brought to court before Justice Danyago. How Bin Danyago Honorable Justice Bin Danyago ordered for his remand on an oral application made by the DSSS without Nnamdi Kanu being represented. That was why he was in DSSS as against staying in the correctional center. These are the awareness we are trying to let people know. And when you don't, because this thing is a sensitive matter, it's a matter of national interest, it's a matter of international interest, we need to let people know that was the awareness we are creating. And we have been spending our money, our hard-earned money. They also let me just use this opportunity to let you know that this matter, nobody is paying me. Nobody is paying me. Everything you see that I'm doing in this matter is my hard-earned money. It's because of I'm an Igbo man. It's because of I believe in the cause Nnamdi Kanu was fighting. Yes, I will say it without any apology, and that's why I am here. Now, that one is on that. One expected the people who believe that, who claim that they are for Nnamdi Kanu, to start off something, to go and start creating awareness, not fighting. Assuming Nnamdi Kanu has offended you, is this time the time to apportion blame? Is this time the time to fight? Assume you have one or two things against Nnamdi Kanu, or against any of the siblings, or against the wife, or against anybody, or against the lawyers. Is this time the time to fight? I thought that the people that claim that they are supporters of Nnamdi Kanu and the US fighting for this thing, their eyes should be on the ball, not try to edge Nnamdi Kanu out so as to take over. It is unfair. It is bad. It is bad. The look of IPOB, the head of IPOB, the person people are seeing as IPOB is Nnamdi Kanu. You can't be more Catholic than the Roman Catholic Pope. So fighting me, someone that have suffered, this particular case, I don't want to tell you what I have passed through, the price that we have paid, and the price that we are still paying. We are not regretting it because we are committed in what we are doing. Our eye is on the ball, and our eyes should be on the ball. So that one is on that. Now, what are the DOS supposed to be doing? Is it fighting us? I'll come back to tell you. Just like as I told you, this is the next stage, what gave rise to our awareness of what we're doing. So Nnamdi Kanu, many people have been calling, asking me a lot of questions that has to do with this matter in court, what Nnamdi Kanu is. So now, just like as I told you, this is the next stage, what gave rise to our awareness of what we're doing. So Nnamdi Kanu, many people have been calling, asking me a lot of questions that has to do with this matter in court, what Nnamdi Kanu is passing through, why is Nnamdi Kanu in a court, what is coming up, what is going to happen is on the 10th of October. Is it judgment? Is it a what? Most of people don't know what no case submission is all about. Most of people don't even know the history, why we get where we are today. Most of people don't even know. So, and once you are not informed, you are deformed. Because they said that information is the father of transformation. And it was on that basis that we say which are the area which even some players don't even know what the stage we are, what Nnamdi Kanu is passing through. So, and we discovered that MBA conference is coming up in Enugu. And we said there is every need for us to draw attention of MBA, for them to look at injustice Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have suffered in the hands of Nigerian government. And MBA stand for justice. MBA are the mirror of the society. They are the voice of the voiceless. I said, Nnamdi Kanu, let us notify MBA. Let them discuss your matter as one of their sections in the just concluded MBA conference in Enugu. So Nnamdi Kanu took that advice. We prepared a letter to MBA. He signed. We send it to MBA, pleading with them that they should look into this matter as they are looking into other matters that has to do with national interest. So we submitted that letter. I went to Enugu, but unfortunately, it was not. They did not make it an issue. But good enough, when a section that Governor of Enugu State was came to inform the MBA what he has been doing, because the governor is the host, what he has been doing. So after that, and he also let us understand that sit at home has stopped in Enugu State. So I now, after his submission, there was a time for question and answer. I was asked, I raised and they gave me the mic. I also commended the governor from what I witnessed in Enugu State, because I schooled in Enugu State. So I also let him know that telling us that sit at home have stopped in the southeast, it is not true. Sit at home is still on in the southeast. And why the sit at home persisted is because of Nnamdi Kanu's incarceration. And some persons are issuing order of sit at home. Even when Nnamdi Kanu said no, they continue to issue order, taking advantage of the fact that Nnamdi Kanu is in detention and he has no access to people. I said, please, Governor, I know there was a time you make a move trying to talk to the president, the reason why they should discontinue this funding charge against Nnamdi Kanu and let Nnamdi Kanu be released. Please intensify your effort. Now that MBA is here, join hands with MBA to see how you people can intensify effort so that Nnamdi Kanu will be released, so that there will be peace in the southeast in particular and Nigeria in general. Nnamdi Kanu is a freedom fighter. He's not a terrorist. He has never been in an act of terrorism. Although yes, he may have one or two issues that has to do with out of anger with the comments he made.
This is how I'd learn AI in 2025. Watch this.
So this is how I became the most.
That was not making a terrorist. Please let two people come into this matter. And when I say it, it was well uploaded. People commented, and the governor also promised that he will do something. Then before then, many people have also called us, especially in Europe, telling us that this, especially some human rights crusaders, about this particular issue. We said, okay, there is every need for us to create awareness. So some comrades, those in diaspora and those of us here, we look at a way. Let us go and inform our brothers in diaspora on what is going on, so that they will be aware of what is going on. So which we pass the information to Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu agreed and said that we should go move on. So we agreed. Nobody sponsored us. Nobody sponsored me. I processed my visa. I bought my ticket. I came down to this place. So incidentally, some people are going to have their are going to have their cultural day. So they also invited me that since I'm coming to Europe, I should also use that opportunity to do what? To address them, because they want to know much about what Nnamdi Kanu is passing through. Because one, it's not only members of IPOB that are concerned. I can comfortably tell you that 90%, if not 95% of Igbos are interested in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's matter. So those who are concerned, who cares to know, invited us. So, and some persons who have one or two contacts here in Europe say that we should also come, so that we use that opportunity to pass the message to some persons that can reach out to those in authority. We continued. So I arrived in France, and I issued a press this thing. It's a part of the awareness, telling them, look at why we are here. And I explain it. The essence of it is that for those who cares to know, we are in Europe. You can call us. You can meet us. If there is any issue you want us to clarify, now that we're in Europe, you can take advantage of that. That is the essence of making my arrival in Europe known to every other person who cares to know. Now, when we came, Nnamdi Kanu have also, when we told him, he have directed us how to go about it, so that we don't create problem. There are some people that don't want to be members of IPOB, but they are interested, they are supporting the agitation of Nnamdi Kanu, which is normal. There are some people who are not Christians. They don't belong to any church, but they support what the churches are doing. There are some people who may not be a member of their organization, but they support you. I don't know whether you people are getting what I'm saying. So that is the essence. So when I enter Paris, I make that distinction that we are here. Look at the essence why we are here. We want to create awareness. We want to let people know the injustice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Now you have heard it from the horse's mouth. Let me have your own take regarding this update and what you think concerning that. It is quite interesting development, and eventually, as people are expecting that the 10th of October will be a turning point in the litigation, and of course the continued detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu after his extraordinary rendition and subsequently arraigned before the court and tried by Binta Nyakwa. Eventually, before he stepped aside, he was recused from that, and eventually today, Omotosho is the presiding judge, and hopefully by the 10th of October, which is about a few weeks from now, eventually we'll get to know the next line of action. But there have been renewed call for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.